Hello guys, this video is supposed to be about so-called rustic cane corsos. Perhaps you've heard this term, as well as the term traditional cane corso, and wondered what it could mean. I used to think that the cane corso, as a breed, is historically a rustic breed, meaning it was a herding dog, right? I was curious to know why some people may consider modern-day cane corsos rustic dogs, and what corsos they mean as such. I've watched numerous sites, old and modern photos and videos, consulted AI, of course, and eventually came to the conclusion that there could be no such thing as a rustic cane corso. There could be only the original cane corso, and all other variations are just a marketing trick. Alas. You may not share my opinion, but let me explain why I think so. It has become very obvious when one spends enough time seeing the old cane corsos, those dogs that were before the breed recovery program was fully established. You may also contradict that only a DNA test can be proof of the 100% cane corso. I thought so too, but there is a catch also. Watch till the end to have the whole picture. There are many rumors that the original cane corso breed during its recovery program in the 1980s was contaminated with other breeds. Not only at that time, but also in the US. Imported cane corsi were mixed with Great Danes, Rottweiler, Weimaraner, Neapolitan Mastiff, Boxer, and Bull Mastiff. Some say even German Shepherds. While I didn't find convincing enough proofs about most of these breeds, and by some Neapolitan Mastiff and Cane Corsi are just different types of one breed, there are one stone-cold evidence about the Boxer blood been added to the pool given by the very person that have started the Cane Corso recovery program, Dr. Paolo Breber. Paolo Breber was against such interventions. But let's just take a look at the original Cane Corso's exterior. As I see it, there are huge differences to the modern Cane Corsos. Original dogs have a totally different head shape. Those are bare heads with long enough muzzles and with no sign of prognatism. The ears are set differently. Those dogs had other types of coats, short but thick, with evident undercoat, so-called cow hair. Not sleek glamour, Weimaraner-type coats they have nowadays. Old-type Cane Corso has a very particular cat-like movement, with long strides and smoothness of a cat. No bouncing from side to side or up and down. One of the most distinct features of the real Cane Corso is its bone structure. They are sturdy, not light and thin-boned like modern ones, but just rightly balanced between strength and agility. They are not heavy and bulky like bull mastiffs, but strong, muscular, with wide chests. A real Cane Corso has a visibly rectangular shape, with no roundness about it, but with distinct angles. This very shape mechanically provides them with that elegant movement, gives them their famous athletic abilities, those that Roman warrior dogs were famous for, those that help them to run 30 to 40 kilometers per day as Roman soldiers or as herding dogs. And last, but not least, Cane Corso's temperament. I have a suspicion that the blood of those other breeds was added not only because of the exterior, but because of the temperament of a true Cane Corso. Many Cane Corso enthusiasts claim that it's not possible for a real Cane Corso to allow another person to touch them, as do the modern Corsos at the dog shows. Those old Corsos were much less docile dogs, had strong and independent characters, and were loyal and obedient only to their family. I cannot claim it as 100% truth, but what do my eyes see? I see that those Corsos stand like statues, with the sight of dignity, composure, their own will in their eyes, and it looks like their handlers just keep the leash. All there being illuminated power and confidence. Did you see such dogs on any confirmation shows? I saw the dogs that can't stand still a minute without a handler dancing around them with food. I saw dogs that allow strangers to get their hands into their mouths. I have a gut feeling that it wouldn't be possible with a real Cane Corso. And what about those DNA tests, you may ask? It's inaccurate to say the least. See for yourself.
Bulldog, 40% Border Collie, and 32% Cane Corso.
Okay.
I think that is a red flag for sure.
Dr. Lisa Moses is a veterinarian and bioethicist with Harvard Medical School.
Part Cane Corso. What do you think? Yeah, I see you giggling.
Yeah, that's a real red flag. A company should know if they've, in any basic way, analyzed a dog's DNA, that is not a dog.
DNA My Dog sent the I-Team a response clarifying that it only found canine DNA in one of Michelle's 2 swabs.
All right, one each.
As for the second one, the company said the second sample did in fact yield canine DNA. The results provided would not be possible in a human sample.
Dr. Moses says the science is fuzzy. The first problem, she says, there are no official definitions for different breeds and therefore no exact genetic codes to match them.
There isn't necessarily a gold standard answer for what your dog is. A breed is something that we've decided is based essentially on the way a dog looks, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we know exactly what their genes are going to look like.
Look, I do understand that everything in this world is changing. Even my own views on the breed are evolving with time. It is also possible that the Cane Corso breed really was in such a bad state that there was no other way as to add into the pool other breeds, to exclude too much of the inbreeding, which is also bad. Besides, I am sure that modern Cane Corso, including my Buffy, is very close to that original Corsi. But still, when the breeding program turns a sturdy, athletic, and overall healthy dog into its complete opposite, when one comes across dogs with epilepsy, diabetes, hip dysplasia, brachycephalic syndrome, alopecia, cancer, you name it. When only 50 years ago, those dogs ran all day in the field sustained by bran bread and whey diet. Obviously, something went wrong. Some method of breeding made Cane Corso more susceptible to the new diseases or inherited new health problems from another breed, and those too were spoiled before that. What can we do in such a situation? How can we support our beloved dogs and help the breed overall? I dare to suggest following those 4 approaches. 1. Learn what true Cane Corsos must look like. 2. Search for a reputable, responsible, devoted breeders whose aim is to grow traditional, rustic, or working Cane Corsos, as they are initially supposed to be. 3. Don't support those breeders who grow Cane Corso for shows only. 4. Do not breed dogs with any health or temperament problems if you're a breeder, or do not buy such dogs for breeding. The last point is crucial. I guess there is no other option to stop genetic diseases from spreading than neutering dogs, which must not be allowed to breed. Still, I am totally aware how many such Corsos are around us, innocent creatures, victims of human greed. Most of them are perfect canine pets, beautiful and reliable dogs. Buffy was one of such dogs. She has diabetes, and it's highly probable that she was genetically predisposed to it. Such dogs shouldn't pay the price. They must be treated with care and love that they absolutely deserve.